The Roadrunner Review would like to thank its sponsors, Jason's Deli. Real food is fresh, higher quality, more flavorful, less processed, and naturally better tasting. Get real food at any Jason's Deli location. And the Boulder Broker Inn, a proud partner and preferred hotel for Metro State Athletics. Welcome back. You know, our Metro State softball team has climbed to 8th in the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association poll. It's the highest ranking in the program's short 3-year history. The team has won 12 games in a row dating back to opening weekend. They look to keep that streak going against the top team in the RMAC's West Division in Colorado State University in Pueblo. Metro's Christy Robinson went toe-to-toe with Pueblo's Justin Bozio. Robinson cruising in the first inning, going 3 up and 3 down. Bozio has some trouble in her half of the first inning, allowing a couple runners to reach base, but the RMAC's ERA leader gets out of the jam, inducing Sarah Rush into the double play, 0-0 after 1. Robinson continues to roll along, first a strikeout on Lacey Chesser, then helping her own cause, she dives for the bloop and records the out. All Robinson needs is some offense. Bozio going pitch for pitch with Robinson. She gets Janessa Tassone looking. Then she gets Amber Roundtree to pop out to short with a couple runners on. We are scoreless through 6. Into the bottom of the 6th inning now. Metro finally gets the offense going. Lauren Heinlein singles to left field. Then freshman Aubrey Mall smacks the ball to the left center field gap, scoring pinch runner Kristen Gertner all the way from first. 1-0 Metro lead, but would that lone run hold up? Into the top of the final inning, Robinson has a perfect game going. First batter, Purcell, a slow roller to Jessica Hobb. Then Annalise Garcia with the bloop that Amber Roundtree cannot reach. It was initially ruled a hit, but later changed to an error, meaning Robinson's no-no still intact. Bo Nuanez reaches on a fielder's choice. 1 out from the no-hitter. Robinson picks up the slow roller from Mackenzie Joseph, and Christy Robinson records the first no-hitter of her career and the 8th no-no in the program's history. Robinson's stat line reads like this: 7 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, I feel really great. It's definitely, I can attribute it to the team and the defense and a great catcher, so it was a team effort there.
Were your strikes just going in, and did you have really good control today? What were you feeling? What was going through your mind as you were coasting through this game?
I was just focusing on hitting spots, and I think I was hitting those spots most of the time, and focusing on kind of keeping them off balance with some off-speed pitches and just kind of doing my thing.
On to game 2. Brittany Moss with the start. She threw a no-hitter just last year. She had that cannon of an arm on target, striking out a school record 13 batters, and at one point struck out 7 in a row. But the Thunderwolves get on the scoreboard first. Samantha Rios sends the Moss pitch to the outfield wall, scoring Ashley Corrigan in the 2nd inning. The runners came right back the following inning. Sarah Rush grounds out the 3rd, but Amber Roundtree sprints home and beats the tag. We're all tied up at 1. Kyla Nelson does a nice job of keeping the runners' offense at bay, striking out 5 and holding Metro to 1 run in the first 6 innings. Pueblo's offense rewards their pitcher in the 5th inning. Chesser takes Moss deep to the wall, scoring 2 runs, giving her team a 3-1 lead. They would get another one in the top of the 7th. Can Metro rally? First, Jessica Hobb with the single. Then with 2 outs, Roundtree triples to right field, scoring Hobb. Runners down 4-2. After Kelly Nishikita walks, Rush hits a routine grounder to 3rd, but Rios throws away the ball, and 2 runs comes across the plate to tie everything at 4 apiece. Then Tara Michelson finishes off the T-Wolves in walk-off fashion, smashing a 2-run shot over the center field fence. Metro State completes the amazing comeback for the 6-4 win.
It just was awesome, and I'm really glad that we pulled through, because you could tell in the dugout a little bit throughout the game. It was kind of died down a little bit, and then we really just picked it up.
In Game 3, Robinson was back on the mound after the no-hitter and kept the Thunderwolves hitless until the 3rd inning when Kelly Purcell blooped one into center field. It was the spark that CSU Pueblo needed, scoring 6 runs, defeating the runners by a final score of 6-4. It was the first loss by Metro State since a 3-5 loss to Fort Hays State back on February 6th. Could Metro State lose back-to-back games for the first time this season? Come on now, you're talking about the 8th best team in the nation. The Roadrunners bounced back on the shoulders of Julia Deal, who gave up 1 run in the complete game win. Freshman Aubrey Mall came through with the game-winning RBI, driving home Nishikita in the 5th inning. After a sweep of the Skyhawks at home, your Roadrunners are still atop of the RMAC standings, and they are brought to you by the Regency. We're going to take a short break, so don't you dare get off that couch. You baseball fans will be happy to know that your Roadrunners finally got to take the field this past month. In February, a lot of snow kept Metro in the dugout, but March has been relatively snow-free for the most part. They began the month with a 3-game series against Colorado Christian. Game 1 was a slugfest, and no, that score is not a typo. Metro State scored a school record 34 runs in the rout. They also set records in hits with 32, RBI with 32, total bases with 56, and doubles with 12. Jordan Stauffer crossed the plate a school record 6 times. Everett Altman tied a school record with 8 ribbies, and 8 of the 9 starters had at least 2 hits, and 6 reserves had at least 1. Game 2 is a bit on the tame side, as our runners could only score 9 runs in the win. Pitcher Jake Drager went 7 1/3 innings, allowing 2 earned runs, while striking out 4 Cougars, earning his first win on the year. Stauffer led the offense, driving home 3 Roadrunners. Metro took the finale by a score of 19-5, sweeping the series against CCU. But the momentum would fall by the wayside as Metro lost 4 of their next 6 games to drop to 3rd in the Mountain Division of the RMAC standings. So how do you get back on that winning track? Play another team that's been struggling, and Metro took on a Regis team that had lost 4 straight coming into the series. Game 1 of the series featured a stellar pitching performance from senior Ted Jamison. He scattered 7 hits over 9 innings while striking out 8 Rangers in the 2-1 win. Both the Metro's runs came in the 4th inning. Zach Kruger scores in a line out by Jordan Stauffer, and Mike Coffey's single brings home David Fox. Regis finally gets on the board in the bottom of the 9th, but Jamison gets Scott Payne to ground out to complete the victory. Metro would go on and split the next 2 games with Regis. The 2 wins improved Metro's record to 9-5 in conference play and to 12-13 overall. Check out the RMAC standings in baseball to see how Metro stacks up with the rest of the conference. These standings are brought to you by the Hilton Garden Inn. The Roadrunner Review will be right back.